In this video, I will show you how to do this text effect in Shotcut. So, in this tutorial, I'm using Shotcut version 21.12. Okay, I have a 5 seconds background video. Let's add a new layer for the text. To do this, click on Open Other and select Color option. Make sure that Transparent is set and click OK. Now, add a new video track. Click on Track Operations and select Add Video Track. Drag the content to the video track and adjust its time. Now, I will add the falling down text. Click on Filters and select Simple Text Filter. Change the text. Here I will use same text as in the Hitfilm tutorial. Thickness to 0. I will use Montserrat Black font, or you can choose one of your preference. Resize the text and center its position on screen. Here, I will increase the space between the letters in this way. Adjust a little bit. OK. Now let's do the basic text animation. With the text video track selected, click on clock right here to insert keyframes. I will set all keyframes type to smooth and position the text to the top, outside the screen. It's the initial position. Forward 1 second in the timeline. And position the text on center of the screen. So keep this position until 2 seconds. And at 3 seconds move the text to the bottom. It's the final position. The text animation is almost done. See that the text does not keep at the center because the seconds move keyframe. So change this particular keyframe to hold keyframe type. Now it's OK. To make the slowdown effect, when the text show up, add a keyframe at 10 frames, for example, and move the text almost in the center of the screen. You can change the speed of this effect just moving this keyframe to the left or to the right, or keep the keyframe and move the text to top or to the bottom. Now I will do the blur effect when text show up. To do this, add blur box filter. Notice what happens when I change the height property of the filter. So let's do this effect inserting keyframes. Click on clock and define at 10 frames height initial value, that is 2. Then define first keyframe to height 50. see how it works. Okay, it's time to do this falling text letter by letter. To do it, let's use Mask Simple Shape filter. We need to adjust the mask for every letter of the text. All of them will have same softness and height properties. 0 and 50%. We need to position the mask over every letter of the text. To do this, change the value of the width and horizontal properties. See that change the operation option to minimum will remove the black background. For now, I will keep override selected to see the mask. Now let's create on video track for every letter. Click on track operations and add video track. Copy and paste the content of the original track in all the new tracks. Position the needle where all texts are visible, 1 second for example. And adjust the mask for each remaining letters. Okay, it's done. For all the letters, select the Mask Simple Shape filter and change operation option to minimum. Okay, all the texts still show up at the same time, so we need changes. Put the needle at initial position and forward 5 frames. This is the time where second letter must show up, so drag the content of the R letter to this position. Do the same for the rest, 1 letter after each 5 frames. Attention! Make sure that you are moving the entire content to the right. If you reduce it, you may lose some initial keyframe. Finally, fit all the contents at the same duration that the first letter. Let's see. Okay, for best visualization, I will put preview scaling to 360p. And now, great! Okay, let's see how to use it. I kept 1 video track for the background and 8 tracks for the text. Only second video track has the keyframe and the filters defined, so we'll use this track to change the text property and its speed. Let's try. You can change the text. change the font family. You can change font size. I will keep the original size. I will modify the font color. And thickness option. Okay, that's enough. Let's see. How I said, we can change the speed of the falling text. To do this, select Keyframe tab. You can move this keyframe to the left to increase the speed of the text, or to the right to slow down it. Another way is to move the text to the center of the screen to speed up the animation. Or to the top of the screen to slow down the falling text. Okay, I will keep the original position. Right. Now that we define all the changes, we need to copy them to the other video tracks. Enable the Mask Simple Shape filter. Click on this button to copy all filters. And paste on the above video track. Look, each video track represents a text ladder, so we need to copy the filters to the next 5 tracks, in this case. The last 2 tracks we can hide. To see the full text, it's better uncheck the Mask Simple Shape filter. So, to the first ladder, we need to adjust the position of the mask filter. To do that, change the horizontal and width option. After that, repeat this step for the rest. Now change the operation to minimum in all the tracks like I did in the tutorial. It's done. If it's slow, change the preview scaling. Let's see the result.